Alright, thanks for watching the assembly video. I hope you liked it. I have made some slight changes after that, and I'll show you here. I have added my RC transmitter on here. I also have added OSD, so my both telemetry ports are being used. Pay attention to the direction as I mentioned in the video. Now if you can see here, if I can show, yes, Pixel direction is the same as GPS. This is this will make your work easier later for calibration. Also for motors. Motors placements like CW and CCW. I mentioned earlier the notes, and yeah, that's all. Let's have the props on and see how our X500 kit gonna be looking like. Alright, and yeah, that's it. And then let's connect this. Yep, and you can see everything running and smooth. Alright, thank you for watching.